Alright, Shalom. Yashala. I want to give all praises to Yahweh. Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Racha Kodash. And a double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. And I appreciate myself to the elect. Alright, this I'm a one from the Great Millstone campaign Trinidad. And as you could see the video on your screen, 10 victims dead in Texas school shooting, explosives found, officials say. Alright. When this happened, published on May the 19th, 2018. When today is? What is the date today? Saturday, May the 19th, 2018. So this published today. Okay? Now play the video.
There was some shots.
As schools across America near the end of the academic year,
Shots fired. More shots fired. Additional shots fired.
it has happened again. The recognizable dispatch audio.
They're having a shooting at the high school. Have an officer down. Shooter not in custody.
The familiar images of loved ones clinging to one another.
I've always kind of felt like eventually it was going to happen here too. I wasn't surprised, I was just scared.
This time in the small town of Santa Fe, Texas, located just 30 miles southeast of Houston.
I didn't know what to think. I shouldn't be going through this at my school. Like, this is my daily life. I shouldn't have to feel like that. And I feel scared to even go back.
It was nothing I would ever want another person to have to see. It was horrible.
10 people are dead, 9 students and a teacher's aide. At least 10 others wounded after a gunman opened fire in Santa Fe High School. The reason
The video kind of lagging, but you hear in the audio going in time, but the video kind of delayed from the audio. But you hear what she say? She says she shouldn't have to be going through this at her school. Now, the reason why she going through that at her school, the Most High really bringing this empire, this kingdom down, right? So she going through that because really and truly is through Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Because I'm going to say this, if we, beginning with the apostles at Great Millstone, wasn't outside begging the Lord, this place would have just be the same way it was back in the 1940s, the 1950s. It would have been like that. You see, from the time we started beg with our power Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai to come back, there's all kind of thing happening because the Lord hastening the days to deliver us. So this, alright, is the Most High hastening the days. All these things is happening because the Most High hastening the days to deliver us. That's one. And number two, you're living in America. These things will happen. America is the land of confusion, the valley of death. That's why I walk through the valleys of the shadow of death. That is America. That is why these things are happening. Okay? These things are happening because you're living in the kingdom of heaven. When we kingdom, you feel these things going to happen. Yeah, your child want to be safe. Your children want to be safe. But these things will happen because you're living in the land of the valley of the shadow of death. So you have to go through these things in your school. And these things, school shootings staged by the so-called white man, by America, reason being, them want to take away the guns from the people, gun control. Because they're still talking about gun control. They're still talking about that. They ain't finished talking about controlling the guns of the people. The people have too much of guns freely. They could use guns for this, guns for that. They're still talking about guns control. So that is why they keep doing this. Because why they want to control the guns? Because the government of America plan to come, alright, and kick in your doors one morning or one night when you're sleeping, or maybe when you're up. They want to come, kick in your doors, rape your wife, impose martial law on you, alright, do all these sort of things, maybe shoot your children, and some of them try to force you to take a microchip. Yo, what temptation, the water part. So when that time reach, they don't want nobody to oppose them. with no guns and give them no gunfight. Them just come and you defenseless and they just do you what I do you. So all these different shootings is a form of gun control to take away your guns. Alright? Because hey, this time coming. Okay? You see she crying, you know, tears in she eye. She should not be going through this since she's school. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna continue to play.
And I see that this keeps happening, and we can expect it to keep happening, is because our schools are not protected in the way that it should be.
This is the 22nd school shooting this year where someone was killed or injured. The suspect...
You hear that? 22nd this year. 22 since we're in the 5th month of the year and 22 schools get shoot up and people die. What the fuck? Don't tell you the so-called white man is who doing that. He doing it. That's why he's the devil. And he preparing something. He preparing to come down with the wrath, alright? Hey, I don't know Revelation. Let me get that scripture. Revelation chapter 12. Verse 12. It says, Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth he had but a short time. Alright? And all that is he wrath. The devil is this so-called white man. He coming down with great wrath. All that is a form of him trying to show his wrath, because hey, just now, all that's he doing is to basically bring about his new world order. Okay? All that he doing is to bring about his new world order. Them school shootings and them things for gun control. Let me see if I could type up gun control and see if I get a video on it. I ain't getting no. Hey, look this.
The next time you hear a politician call for common sense gun control, listen for the details. You are likely to be treated to a torrent of platitudes about assault weapons, gun show sales, and other half measures. These sorts of proposals are rooted in a theory of gun control that has been around since the 1960s. The basic idea is that fewer guns equal less gun crime. But for this theory to have even a chance of working, drastic reductions in the supply of guns will be necessary. Everything else amounts to security theater. The late Senator Howard Metzenbaum, a strong gun control advocate, explained it this way. If you don't ban all guns, you might as well ban none of them. But few, if any, politicians who call for common sense gun control have the courage to propose this. Even putting aside the issue of the Second Amendment to the Constitution, which affirms the right to keep and bear arms, a gun ban has no broad popular support. Never mind the conservative states. Handgun ban referendums failed by large margins in two of our most liberal states, Massachusetts in 1976 and California in 1982. No serious attempts have been made since then. Recently, Australia's gun control efforts have gained new prominence as a possible model for the United States to follow. Let's take a closer look at Australia. In 1996, after a lunatic used a semi-automatic rifle to murder 34 people in Tasmania, the Australian government banned all semi-automatic rifles and repeating shotguns. Owners of roughly 700,000 registered firearms, about a quarter of the country's 3 million total guns, were required to turn them in for destruction. The government called this a buyback,
See?
but in fact no one had a choice. As my research shows, this model will not work in the United States for the simple reason that the U.S. has roughly 325 million guns. This is orders of magnitude more than any other country. Even if the Australian plan were tried in the U.S. and worked to perfection, we'd still be...
The Australian plan is tried in the US. What was the plan? Shoot up a school, shoot up a place, kill a bunch of people. That's what they do in Australia. That's what they're doing in America right now. Look, man, how say it. But why they want to do it in America so badly is because the so-called white man, America being Babylon, Esau ready to roll on niggas. Alright? He ready to roll on men. Okay? He ready to bring in this RFID microchip. He ready to bring that about. And he don't want no opposition when he bring it. He want to do his thing fluent. So he'll kill out who he had to kill out in various schools, various places. Like the man who went in Vegas and killed over 50 people. It's just happening over and over and over, trying to show people what that this place has too much of guns. We need the guns. Bring all your guns. Let me destroy them. Now America go and have a bigger opposition against that. They want to give up the guns because these crackers love the guns. But they go have a vote, or go to the Senate, or go to the various ways and means of bringing this about in our law. Alright? And when they bring this about in our law, take your guns from you. But it go have opposition right there alone. Everything leading up to this martial law done, this microchip being implemented. This Revelation 3 verse 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. And that is the time we are heading into right now, the hour of temptation, that time when Esau bring out this microchip, and in that time we're going to have a very, very, very destabilized society. The society going to be in complete chaos. Okay? Them ones when they roll on you, all you could do is throw a piece of wood with fire on it behind them. That is nothing. Alright? You can't use no knife on them because knifing will really work. You have to run up close to them first. That is the over temptation because you're going to have martial law, you're going to have these riots, different race riots, you're going to have all them things. I wish I prophesied about it. So now if you have the law that you have guns you could have guns legally in the States, as the man now show you on YouTube, they have to find a way to lessen the guns of the population because obviously the population is more than the army. So if when the so-called white man ready to bring about the chip and he use his army, and if the population armed and the army armed, they could pop a fight. But if they are not armed, they can't fight. So you know what? Go in a school, shoot up a school, 22 school shootings for the year, the man was saying. So you go in a school, you shoot up that school, go and shoot up our next school. Then send more people to shoot up more schools. So that now parents all over the world will get scared. So maybe they might come in my school next. Maybe my child might die. Here what? Let me vote to ban these guns. Ban these guns. Then they might see them come up with a campaign. Ban guns nationwide. Yeah? And all them set that thing. Yeah, the so-called white man crafty in the art and he's the devil from the garden. The scripture called the old serpent. Son. This Revelation, Isaiah 59 verse 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. How we going to defend the enemy coming in like a flood? Fair in the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, which is the east. It says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. Who is the enemy? This devil guy. Your temptation. And when the enemy coming like a flood, flooding troops, flooding in your streets with armies, flood, kicking your doors, do all these sort of things. Take your family from in front of you and separate them. This so-called white man going and make he show his horns just now. Okay? And we as the prophets will come out and let you know exactly what he doing. He don't even know what he doing. Because in the hands of the Most High. But we will tell you because the Lord show us. Alright? We on the right hand side of the Most High. Okay? To be illuminated. So white man on the left hand side of the Most High being illuminated. He don't know he don't really know and understand what it is he really into himself. But we don't understand because the Most High revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophets. Alright? All these different demons and Satan who the so-called white man was dealing with from way back then. To Satan might have come and show him this and show him that here and there. Right now the lying to him. They ain't telling him the truth. But the Most High showing we the correct things. Alright? Satan might come and, he summon up a demon and a demon tell him, yeah, you will get through. But that is a lie. The Most High show we what time it is. Just like how it have an example when it had the council in heaven and the Most High say, who shall go and persuade Ahab that he may fall at Ramoth Gilead? And there's a lying spirit went and persuade him. And the Most High say, go forth and do so, because he will persuade him. And a lying spirit went forth to Ahab and persuaded Ahab a lying spirit from Yahweh went forth and persuaded Ahab and lied to Ahab because the Most High wanted Ahab dead. So, alright, the Most High want us to know his word because the scripture says he revealed a secret unto his servants, the prophets. So we know the correct things. We know what it is really going to take place. The so-called white man don't know. So we as the prophets are to come and say. And the next thing, and one of the things going to take place, what he really want to do is take away people's guns. Because he coming like a flood. Okay? It's a band of fucking military just in every street. So he says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. And that is because we trusted in the Most High. His standard, because hey, this so-called white man have military gear to make him run faster, to make him die, alright, to make him get stronger. All kind of thing that is mixing up in the lab and all kind of thing. So we as normal men, we wouldn't be able to stand up against him in that day, but the Most High will give us the standard for we to stand up against him, meaning give them spiritual bodies. So when that time reach, the men of the Lord will be protected. But the people on them who not under the banner of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, and all they want to take on the banner of Jesus Christ, each and every one of them will die. But Jesus Christ do not save a fucking soul. He can't save nobody. Okay? I will finish play. Alright? Not this video. I will get our next video. Alright? See. This phone is working on mad. I'm gonna play this video here.
First he said surprise, MF, and then he started shooting. And that's when he shot a kid. And then people were running out of the classroom and he was chasing after them, trying to kill them. And then, because that's how one of my friends got, like, scraped by one. He went to the other room and he was looking at, like, the bodies and he was like, woohoo, and stuff like that. He was, like, cheering himself on. And then he went to, like...
See? Yo, these people are fucking demons. And these so-called white man infested with spirits, eh? He infested with demons. He's a demon-possessed individual.
This is our Western edition. We are at Santa Fe High School, southeast of Houston, the scene of the latest mass shooting in America. At least 10 people were killed, 9 students and 1 adult today. 10 others were hurt. We are just beginning to learn the identities of the dead, among them Ann Perkins, a substitute teacher, and Sabika Sheikh, an exchange student from Pakistan. Police say the gunman in custody tonight is a 17-year-old junior at the school. They say he was armed with his father's shotgun and a revolver. And police are searching the suspect's car and his parents' homes tonight.
There had a shooting at the high school, have an officer down, shooter not in custody.
The chaos played out over police radio calls.
Shots fired. We have several shots fired. Possibly 1 or 2 rooms in this area that we're at. School shooting, have an active shooter, several people down. He's actively shooting. He's in the art room. We got shots fired right now, guys.
Police say the shooter had a shotgun and a revolver and began shooting just as first period started. Sophomore Dakota Schrader was in the building.
As soon as the alarms went off, everybody just started running outside, and next thing you know, everybody looks, and then you hear boom, 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 and I just ran as fast as I could to the nearest forest so I could hide, and I called my mom.
Paige Curry called her mother, too.
I told her, Mom, there are gunshots. I heard 4 shots, and it was real. It was real this time.
The 10 wounded were rushed to area hospitals, including John Barnes, a former 20-year Houston policeman who worked as a school resource officer. Fleeing students were huddled